everyone, and welcome to another episode of the 50s Chicks podcast. I'm Annalie.
And I am Patricia.
And today we are going to talk about advice on how to build that healthy relationship.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's right. You might hook them, but you gotta
keep them.
So this is looking at, past that first date and when you're going into trying to build your relationship.
Yes, okay.
But before then...
Oh, yes. We have to take care of ourselves.
Yes, we do.
I always want to say safety. Self-care first.
I said healthcare first. Self-care first.
Self-care first. Yes, we have to be diligent in taking care of ourselves. We have to. And it's not a big task. Being mindful of certain things, keeping things in perspective. Doing the little things, light some candles, take a bath, use that sugar scrub, salt scrub, sugar scrub. I use salt, but sugar scrub. Aromatherapy of any kind, really. I don't know if people are still doing incense, but
I don't know.
Yeah, but any type of aromatherapy. Essential oils, having what do you call those?
Oh yeah, the little sticks that you put in.
Yeah,
I don't even know what you call that. Diffuser.
Yeah, diffuser.
That's what it is.
The diffuser with essential oils because there are, and I don't know what they are, but maybe I'll look them up and put them in the video. The ones that improve mood.
Yes.
There are some that improve mood.
They all have different little things that they do, like for energy levels and, other things.
Yeah. So do those little things. And I saw one where just make your bed up every morning. I mean, I don't know that everyone don't do that but if you don't do that, just doing that, because when you come back to your room with your bed made, and you may have had a hard day, and you see that bed made. I mean, it's the little things.
Yeah.
It is the little things.
Make a difference.
To whoever needs to hear this, it's not selfish to love yourself, to take care of yourself, or to make your happiness a priority. It's necessary.
So, keep your mind right by doing your self-care.
That's right.
And
so let's delve into these 15 things to think about as you are, starting that brand new relationship. That's so exciting.
Yes, because, you had your first couple of dates.
So number one, in no particular order. Number one is focus on the present, not the past.
Of course. Can't bring that stuff in. Keep it separate.
Yeah, and like it says here, it is natural to bring your fears and negative experiences, because it is a natural survival mechanism to prevent getting your heart broken again. However, they can also prevent you from being truly happy in this new relationship. So be mindful of that when you go start this new relationship.
Yes.
2, talk about the future early on. Now, this is important because if you have completely different
ideas about
the future and what this is going to be, what you're going to do, where you're going to live.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have to worry about whether or not somebody's going to want children or not.
Oh, yes, that's not even a thing.
But there are other things that we need to worry about.
Oh, yeah. Or just how you want the relationship to look.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Number 3. Make sure you're attracted to the person, not the idea of a relationship.
And that is a big one, I think, for our unique to our age group.
Dating burnout is real.
Exactly. Because time is not on our side. So we are looking to sometimes hurry things along, and we don't want to be out here in these streets like that. So somebody you wouldn't normally pick, or you
overlook this, that,
yeah,
the other.
yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so
overlooked yourself into a big mess. You know, you're just glad that you're not out on the street and that you are in a relationship. So that's good.
It's
That's
a good one.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
4, don't skip the sex talk.
Oh,
Don't skip it.
Yes. Well, definitely you want to have that conversation, and you want to have that, you don't have to do it first, date.
No. No.
It's probably some dates in as far as the conversation.
Yes.
But definitely you want to have that. Yes.
See if you're compatible. Like, is he the kind of guy that wants sex 5 times a day and you're not? Like,
Well, yeah, and also the different, like what your deal breakers are, or non-negotiables.
Yes.
See, everybody needs to know what everybody's doing and what everybody's comfortable with. So that is a good one also.
It does mention including STD testing.
Oh, yeah.
I think a lot of people our age actually kind of shy away from that, or we don't. We're
about
too
it.
old to
mess
with it.
Especially the pregnancy thing, we think.
Yes.
There's no
so we're
threat of
just
that, so there's no big deal.
And actually, people, I think our age are sometimes more reckless.
Yes.
Because of the non-pregnancy.
Yes.
And they don't use the condoms, and then you're in some big mess.
Yes. Yes.
It says, don't forget that the right time to be intimate is different for every couple. Screw the 3-date rule.
And that's silly to me. I think that's the most ridiculous thing, this 3-date business.
Whoever came up with that?
And some guy was bringing that to me, and I was like, what? 3 dates? Asking, oh, so this is number 1. Oh, so this is number 2. I was like, why are you keeping tabs on numbers? Well, because 3 dates, blah, blah, blah. I was like, no, wrong answer. That is not, nope.
Oh, no.
Nope.
He didn't.
Yes, he did.
Oh, no.
And I bet they all do, but they don't they have sense enough not to say it out loud, though.
Yeah.
Counting. So how many times, because now that I think about it,
bet you're right.
I've heard other guys talk about how many times that we went out, like, counting the number of times
guys ask me,
out.
So how many days does it typically take? And I'm like,
what are you talking about?
I don't have a number.
Yeah, there's no number.
It's when I'm ready.
Yes, when I'm comfortable.
I have no set number. I don't go, okay, 1, 2, 3.
Right, and then now.
No.
And it could be 1, 2, 3, and we don't even like, we're... No, absolutely not. And I had a situation, you remember No Name, when we went to New York.
Yes. Oh my God. That was so good. You can quickly tell that story.
I went to New York with a guy that I had been seeing, I don't know, 3, 4. Yeah, it was maybe 5 or 6.
Okay.
Dates or, whatever. And we went to New York because I had wanted to go to New York. I had not been, and he had not been either. So he said, hey, why don't we go to New York? It was it was the weekend before Christmas, and which was beautiful.
Oh, my God.
And we get there, and now before we went to New York, we had been on, I don't know, 5 or 6 dates. However, we had not even kissed at all. for whatever reason and how the relationship was going, that's not where we were.
Mm-hmm.
And he had said that we were going to get a suite with rooms at the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what he had decided we were going to do. And so that obviously we have separate rooms, and we get there and we're walking into a one-room situation, and I'm looking like, what's going on? In my head, I'm just standing there with my suitcase, and I'm still holding my suitcase, not moving. And he's going around, you know, looking at stuff and this and that. And for a brief moment, I was thinking about, okay, how would I be able to do this? It was a fleeting moment through my head, and then I'm like, no, absolutely not. Mm-hmm. And so I said, you know what? I don't feel comfortable sharing this room with you. Mm-mm. And he goes, oh, it was the agent, the travel agent. Travel agent.
It was funny because we were like, he uses a travel.
I know.
He uses a travel agent. Like, what is that?
He was like, it's the travel agent's fault. And I was like, you know, okay, I'm not blaming. I'm just letting you know that I don't feel comfortable with this arrangement. Mm-hmm. And right away, he got on the phone and he got another room. And which was it was funny, but my room had the better view. But I did say, you know, we could switch. I did say that. I did offer it.
Yeah.
But but I think he did that on purpose.
Yeah.
You know, he did it on purpose, and now he's trying to feign ignorance and trying to pretend like.
Must realize that it's so awkward if you're in that point in the relationship and you haven't even kissed yet.
So why do you think
that is really gonna be awkward?
This is crazy. And and I'm like, and because he thought that because women, because we acquiesce, and he thought that since he, you know, paid for the trip and everything, that maybe I would think that I owed something in return. And I think the only thing that if I owed anything, would be to have a good time.
Yes.
And appreciate it.
Yes.
And that's it. So, but I was not, but there was a fleeting moment in my girl brain where I was thinking, so how would I be able to do this? And that thing went away, and I was like, no, absolutely not. This is unacceptable.
No.
And he was a gentleman, you know, after I called him out on it.
At least
he got the room right away.
He did.
Yes.
So good for you for saying it, you know, and really we have to take that power that we have.
We do not have to act. We don't owe. What do I owe you? I owe you my appreciation. Definitely. I would be wrong if I didn't say that I appreciated it and that to have a good time and
be I would say companionship with him. Yes. You know, you couldn't just take off on your own.
That would be wrong. That would be wrong. Yes. I think I owed him that much, you know.
Yes. But other than that,
no, that's it. That's it.
Nope.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see where we're at. 5.
Yeah.
Meeting each other's friends.
Yeah.
Can tell you a lot about a person and meet their friends.
Yes, if you're observing, yes, you can. Well, you find out about them because how their friends are, and that's how the people you associate with are usually who you are. Yeah. Even if you're perpetrating a fraud in front of me, I can tell by your friends what type of person you are, that you would choose those type of people.
Yes.
So yes, most definitely.
That is
definitely
a good suggestion. Oh, let me just see. Number 6, don't have important conversations over text.
Oh, yeah.
Now, this can be problematic sometimes because if you're like somewhat, you know, you don't live super close when you first start dating. It can
Yeah.
be a little bit tricky, and you might get into some conversations that you should have had in person.
But I'm thinking phone. Call instead of, they mean in person instead of text. Because I'm thinking if it's not text, it should be a phone call, at least. I'm thinking they're saying instead of text, do a phone call or in person.
Yes, it says at least talk over the phone.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh, now I just lost the whole thing. At least talk over the phone.
Yeah. Yeah, I would not want to do, I can't even, I'm not that tech savvy to where I could carry on a conversation. And no. I would want to, if it's something very important, then we have to at least talk on the phone about whatever it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it basically says that texting should only be used for something like making plans or
Yes.
LOLing over TikTok.
Yes, good mornings and little stuff, like little, little insignificant little information. Yeah.
Texting can make a lot can be lost in translation and cause even more misunderstandings and problems in your relationship. 7, be yourself.
Well, who else are you being? Because yourself will show up eventually. Yourself will show up. You can fake it, because fake it till you make it all you want to. You will show up.
It says you try to be all chill and cool at the beginning. You pretend to watch horror movies instead of the Hallmark Channel. But that's crazy. But
Try to be cool,
yeah,
hanging out and doing all the stuff that you don't normally do. Yeah,
it says
it's gonna catch up
not
to
only
you.
will it save you time and heartbreak with the people who aren't a good match, but it will also help the right person find you.
Yes. Good
So yeah,
gracious.
yeah,
Yeah, and that's what we've been saying all along, the authenticity.
yeah.
Be yourself.
Definitely.
And if they
And
don't,
make
they
that show
put
in the profile. That's how you find that
Definitely.
person
Yeah.
that you're matching with.
Yes.
8, actually enjoy it.
And what is the it?
The dating, the meeting
Oh.
up, meeting the person.
Well, if you're if you're not enjoying, then you got bigger problems.
It's like this person, for example, says they look back at the beginning of every relationship and remember all the times worried about how my hair looked, how my makeup
being
looked,
preoccupied
like,
with other things.
instead of enjoying, like,
Yeah.
you're going and doing these fun
Yeah.
things, but you're all like, oh my God,
Yeah.
let me not,
See, that is about something. That's about, because evidently, well, either you think that the person is worried about those things too, or you've contrived it in your head.
Mhm. Exactly.
And if you've contrived it in your head, that's a problem. And if the person is expecting you to be on 10 24/7, then that's a problem too.
Yeah.
That's a problem too.
That's right. Mhm.
So,
9, do not worry about labels to a certain extent.
okay, now what do you mean by labels?
So labels like girlfriend,
Okay.
partner, what else do they say?
Now.
Hookup. I don't even know what this is. FWB.
Friends with benefits.
Oh,
But
it's just telling you to don't panic about what is. However, and it probably they say it to a certain extent because yes, you do
you
want
need
to
know what goals are.
what
Yeah.
it is that the other person thinks that they're
Right.
so that everybody's on the
Everybody
same
need to be on the same page.
It doesn't matter what you are,
Right.
but you should be on the same
on the
page.
same page about it.
Oh, yes.
But, and I think that now, unless they're saying like in the beginning, like the first few weeks, not to be so concerned,
That's what they're
Okay.
saying. Yes.
But there is a point
Yes.
in time when, yes, we need to start, deciding what this is.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
okay. Yeah, in the beginning.
And I even feel like at some point they have to have the talk.
Right, to be exclusive.
Don't assume
Yeah.
people are going to be exclusive if you haven't had the talk. This has happened so many times to so many people.
They're wondering
doing online dating, so do not make that mistake. Save your own feelings, and have the talk if you're at that stage.
Right. Right.
10. Know that red flags aren't suggestions and aren't going to go away. Basically, they're saying, if you're seeing those red flags, don't ignore it.
Yes.
Those things are for real.
They are for real, and they are flash.
Not just, they're not going to go away. You're not going to fix them. You're not going to change them.
They're not going to be fixed.
It just is. So don't be delusional and
recognize.
Yes.
Recognize.
11. Spend some time apart. When you first start dating someone and you might spend like every day, you meet and you don't want to spend, not one day without them. Spend some time apart. Make sure that you spend time with the friends that you had before this whole thing came about.
Right.
Take a little bit of time, and that even makes you reflect.
Get your head straight. Yeah, you can think about the thing. Yes. You can look at it and say, is this really what this is, or is this something else?
Exactly.
So
that's why they're saying
that's good.
Number 12.
Oh, God.
Stop bringing up your ex.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah. Either way, whether it's good or bad, nobody wants to hear any of it.
Nope.
Because if you got to bring them in all the while, then you need to go be with them.
Nope. 13. Relationships aren't 50-50. They're 100-100. Meaning that you're not supposed to just give 50%.
Right. Everybody gives 100. They're all. You have to give your
everything
all.
You got. I mean, your best. Just give them your best and expect them to give you the same back.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Yep, that is a good point. 14.
Communicate how you feel often.
And I agree with that 100%. That's how this stuff gets, those things happen and you're like, well, I didn't know and you should have known and blah, blah. Yeah. No, when the thing happens or the confusion is in your head, then you need to talk about, oh, well, I feel confused about this and this. What is going on? What is this? Whatever it is, it doesn't matter.
And I'm going to say a lot of guys have a hard time talking about feelings. They don't like to bring that up or communicate them even when they have the feelings.
They talk a lot about being angry. When something I was angry about that. They don't have a problem. Not one problem with talking about that made me mad, or I was mad, or I was angry. So yes, they can talk about feelings.
About some feelings, but some other feelings they have a harder time with. 15. Remember that actions matter more than words.
That is true.
It is.
You can talk, don't mean a thing if your actions are not matching.
Yeah. And I think that, we've definitely both experienced the talk, the
running of the mouth. And the no action,
we're gonna do this and this is gonna happen, and then after that,
and nothing. But my thing is, if you can't get both, I would take the action over the talking.
Yes.
The I love yous and the love. You can put all that in a sack if you're not showing it. If it doesn't show in your behavior, then it means nothing. Because if you're showing it, you can see it and you don't need to say a word.
Yep. It says labels are one thing that everyone has different opinions on, but at the end of the day, you should know how they feel about you. It doesn't matter if they're promising to take you on vacation or that they want to introduce you to their parents. If they're not making consistent plans, making you feel special and showing you how they feel about you,
Yeah.
then
That ain't nothing. That's nothing. All of that stuff is just smoke and mirrors.
if they really do care about you, you will not be confused.
You will not. There will be no
And
confusion.
that's-
So if you're over here
that-
saying, I'm confused, well, then
Yeah.
that's right there.
Yeah.
It tells you. Because you shouldn't be confused.
No confusion. out
None
there.
at all.
No.
Yeah. Well, yeah, all that stuff is
It's
definitely
pretty, yeah, those are some
relevant.
pretty
Yeah.
good thoughts when you're delving into that new relationship.
And they should be taken into more consideration. And like I said, doing this with intention is listing all those things out. And on some of those days where they're talking about keeping yourself, staying away from each other, bringing that list out and sorting all that out. Is this happening? Are we
Yeah.
doing this? Maybe
Am I
need
feeling
to do that.
confused?
Yes.
Yes.
Like, is this, all that's doing this with intention
Yeah.
and not just, going with the flow or willy-nilly and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also that horrible thing where we might be so burned out on dating
Yes, that we just like, oh, whatever.
Okay.
Whatever. I don't want to hear nothing, don't want to know nothing.
Exactly.
I just want to be in this relationship.
Yes. Just take me off them
Like you
streets.
say, hear no
Hear
evil, see no evil, speak no evil.
Yes, there you go.
I ain't saying nothing.
Yeah.
Because I ain't on those streets anymore. And this is pretty halfway decent.
Yeah. Yeah, let us know what you guys think. If there's any other suggestions and advice that you would like to put in there in this list,
Yes.
that would be great. And we are a podcast on Spotify. We are on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And if you're watching on Spotify and YouTube, please subscribe,
Yes. And
like.
the video
Yep.
and leave a comment. We love engagement.
Yes, indeed.
And what else?
I think that's about it.
That's about it.
So until next time, don't forget to live,
Laugh
and connect.
and connect. And I know that it's
Nope.
not going to do it for
Oh my
me.
Oh,
There it is.
oh,
It's not
but
gonna do it.
your gloves really do
Make
make
a
a
heart.
nicer heart. Bye, everyone.